Welcome back, Correct Opinions, another episode. Appreciate y'all once again. You give us a 5-star review, help us out.
Thank you.
Share it with a friend, and we have a great episode for you today. We talk about we got the Fall Girl video coming, and we talk about how your school drills might not be as helpful as you thought they were.
We also get into some crazy.
You're gonna die of a tsunami.
Sorry.
Anyway,
it's a podcast episode. Crazy white baby names.
The whole thing.
You guys get it.
Here we go. Let's go.
Correct opinions. Correct opinions.
I like to start my day with a little reading, little meditation. Well, I try to at least. Workout. I try to. It jumpstarts your day, like clears your head, gets you going. Cooler weather, though, it makes it easier to miss signs of dehydration. Do you note this? Like overheating or perspiration, which means you've got to really keep your body hydrated. Okay, flu season's here. Hydrate, okay? And there's easy ways to do this. 1 stick of liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates faster and more efficiently than water alone. Did you know that? I love liquid IV. I take it all the time, daily, dude. Not only does the product taste great, which is fun. We got watermelon, strawberry, and lemon lime. Come on. You're going to get hydrated, my baby, okay? So I think you guys need liquid IV. I do. I've used it for months before they even reached out to be a sponsor. I was like, say no more. Do you use liquid IV? You could use it first thing in the morning to get going, before a workout, when you're feeling a little down, whatever it is. I love liquid IV. It makes you feel better, and it's easy, and it tastes great. So grab your favorite liquid IV flavors nationwide at Walmart, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code Trey at checkout. So support the show. Go get you some. 25% off anything you order when you get better hydration today using promo code Trey at liquidiv.com. Do you have any bougie wine drinkers listening to the pod? I know I can be. Not really. I like wine, but I'm clueless, right? Finding a wine I like is tough. I mean, you find the wine that's like, would you like a Zinfandel or a Funkenthal? I just like wine, red wine. I don't know. But now that I'm a member of First Leaf Wine Club, I only get the hits. That's because the experts at First Leaf, they've learned my personal palate, they know I'll love to my door. So First Leaf is a wine club that curates and ships wines that are perfect for you. And they work with renowned winemakers all over the world. There's virtually no limit to the variety of wines you get to try. And not only do they introduce you to a ton of new stuff, each one gets better because they start to take track of what you like, what you don't like, and cater to you. They've sent me some goods. I'm trying stuff I'd never even heard of. And I'm like, love that one, don't love that one. It's just getting better every shipment. Better every shipment. Kate and I are loving it. And it's affordable too. So you guys got to try it. If you're a wine person, this is the way to do it. It gets you learning what to do and what you like. So I have an offer for you guys, of course. Join today and you'll get 6 bottles of wine for $29.95 and free shipping. Join today and you'll get 6 bottles of wine for $29.95 and free shipping. Just go to tryfirstleaf.com/Trey. That is 6 bottles of wine for $29.95 and free shipping at tryfirstleaf.com/Trey. Fall is here and
we've got hoodies on.
It feels nice. The annual Girls Join the Fall video drops tomorrow.
Whew.
Did you know that?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Because I've been editing it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I knew. Yeah, as we're recording this, we are actually about to shoot it this afternoon.
I'm excited, man.
Biggest fade of the year.
Katie's running out to get us a bunch of pumpkins and stuff.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
For the video?
Yeah, you know the...
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. She's gonna, on the front door, put up corn stalks and pumpkins.
Just go crazy.
Yeah. So it'll be a nice element. And, we'll meet all the girls at the park.
Yeah, we got, I got 5 girls coming.
Look at you. Talk about pumpkins.
I got 5 sets of pumpkins meeting us at the park. And, this has been a long time coming. Like telling these girls, hey, Monday, October 25th, 4
We've lucked
p.m.
out with the timing, I think.
I was noticing that. Yep. Yes, I was like, the leaves are turning, the trees are
foliage
looking
nice. Pretty good. Leaves haven't fallen yet. Weather's nice across the country. I looked at the weather across the country. I feel like this is the first week. It's really fall chilly everywhere, except for Houston,
Destin. Yeah.
So it's gonna be good.
We're nailing it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like a week ago you texted me what to text the girls, like wear this outfit.
Yep.
made it pretty clear.
Break
Wear
it
this,
down.
wear this, wear this. We will buy you boots. Need your sizes. Great. Here's the outfit.
Mm-hmm.
And then yesterday I sent like hey, 24 hours. See you girls. Don't forget.
I like that.
4 p.m.
Yeah, get your sleep. Carb up. Carb up.
Carbo. Get some fettuccine Alfredo in you. All right.
Yeah.
And then here come all the texts. Just like, Jake.
This is five girls all in one text.
Yeah. Just
Okay,
me and
group
all of
text.
them. I'd
Great,
rather
great.
just get it over with. Jake, could a shacket work? Like, what in the world?
That's perfect.
Is a
'Cause, yeah.
shacket?
Oh, you don't know.
I have no idea.
Shirt, jacket, the very end.
What
Yeah,
a shacket is.
that's perfect. It's hilarious because in the outfit, I was like, everyone wear like one of these hats, cardigan, or like flannel is fine. It's just it writes itself. What a shacket work?
Now is a shack. Now does that count?
Like I don't want to stick out and look silly if I show up in a shacket. Okay.
That same girl. I remember when I texted everyone like the Amazon link, like here are the boots Trey's gonna buy for you. What size are you?
Yeah, exactly. It's for one video, so it's not. I'm not buying them. Like
They're not walking at Casey
Louboutins.
Fashion Week.
Yeah, it's like this is a $40 Amazon boot. Just
Immediately, this girl texts me outside of the group text individually. Okay, if we're gonna spend $40 on boots, you gotta at least let me pick them out.
yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't be caught dead in these. Okay, I don't know what Trey's thinking.
And then I'm like, how bad are these boots? I don't know anything about boots. So I've texted Trey. I'm like, yo,
She says
Lindsay's freaking out about
yeah.
the boots.
Lindsay's freaking out. I don't know. It's like just
Trey texted me back and said, tell Lindsay not every video she's in is a bachelor audition.
yeah.
She'll be all right.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I'm sorry, but the point is to look ridiculous. Just put your shacket on. Get your
Yeah.
shacket out of a wad.
So then the girls are texting pictures of shackets, and then
I'm gonna go with this. Please, no one. I don't want to clash.
and then yeah, like, oh, okay, that's really cute, but are we going for cute, or should I be trying to dress like I did in like 2010 when the boots are from, and then we were roasting the boots again, and then
And while I'm at it, why are we wearing these boots? Because they're horrible.
and then we got girls sending in just other outfits, which I feel like I was pretty clear. Wear a shirt and a cardigan and blue
That's so
jeans,
funny.
and now we got
I got
overalls.
these new overalls I love.
And I go, hey. The whole reason you guys are here is to be basic women wearing exactly the same outfit as Trey.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going rogue 24 hours beforehand. No overalls, all right? No shacket. Just wear a cardigan. So
So you told him no to the shacket?
I didn't necessarily say no to the shacket because I wasn't really sure
Shacket's
what that's
great.
going to look
Shacket's
like.
great.
But I just tried to make it clear. Like the whole point is that we all look similar. So don't be going crazy.
It's amazing.
And then,
That's so funny, dude.
yeah, so we'll see.
Okay.
But yeah, could it now a shacket? Could that work?
It's literally a photo of the overalls like laid out on her floor.
She laid it out like it's a scarecrow.
All
or
right, so they're
something.
feeling good about it. We're gonna be fine.
Yeah, we're feeling good. They're all in today. It's a little bit of a chilly day. It's gonna be. I feel like we're gonna look like it's fall, which is nice.
Yeah, sun's gonna come out. I think it's gonna be perfect. I love the names. It's like Katie's joining. It's like Katie, Lindsay, Emily. Is
Yeah,
it
we have-
2 Emilys or something. I don't know.
We have Katie, Lindsay, Emily, Amanda, Morgan, Kinsey. Like we don't even need to give them names.
Yeah.
Just be your own name.
Yeah, just be your own name. It's excellent. I love it. I can't wait.
I mean, that could not have worked out perfect.
I'm excited. I don't
Yeah,
think
it'd be fun.
you don't realize what it's like to shoot a sketch video in public until you do it. It's not an easy thing to get through. I'm numb to it now, but I think it's gonna be a shock when we're wearing matching outfits and I set up a ring light in a public park. But it'll be
I
good.
can't wait. This video is always so fun. I mean, if you don't quite remember, this is the first video train I ever made together, and it popped off like crazy. So then from that point forward, like, I guess we gotta up the ante here. And so
Yeah,
then
did every year, and now it's like
the year after that, we flew to Vermont.
a thing. Yeah, we flew to
And then like
Vermont.
2 days beforehand, we're like, maybe we should get another video out of this. We rewrote Rachel Platten's hit single "Fight Song."
This is my fall song.
That was a good one. And then last year we went to like a little corn maze pumpkin patch in Nebraska.
Yep.
It's a good time.
And here we're gonna
And
now
this
we
year
now
we're
we got now we got some now I have some friends.
Katie, Lindsay, Emily, Amanda, Morgan, Kinsey.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna dress you guys all up exactly like each other.
It was fantastic. Oh, I love it. Oh, we might have to go tomorrow. We might have to go pop in and get a pedicure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just before we hit the road again, or like for the video?
Ooh, let me text Katie that actually.
Here's something from the road for you guys. It is, I believe, we were in Lincoln, Nebraska. It is. We've been hanging out all day. Katie's there. Me and Trey were like down in the green room. Alan, our musician who travels with us. We're all talking out of nowhere. I don't know why this happened, but Katie just goes, "Alan, when do you turn 30?" And he goes, "A year from today." And we're like, what?
I just lose it.
It's 7 p.m.
Your birthday's today? He's like, yeah. I mean, I don't. I mean, Katie immediately. She's like, oh my gosh,
Alan.
what are we? I'm so sorry. He's like, stop.
This is the whole reason I didn't tell anyone.
I know. I thought about.
I just started busting out.
I thought about mentioning it on stage, but I was like, oh, I don't think it's worth it. But
I told Alan when he gets to the piano to start playing Happy Birthday until you sing it to him. Just force your hand.
Come on.
Sing it.
Play it.
Sing it to me.
I love being a guy. That's happened to me 3 times. Happened to me with you. Weren't we like recording
I think
a podcast?
we were on the podcast
Yeah.
last August.
Your birthday? Like today.
Today, actually. Yeah,
Happened to me
nice.
with 3 times now with friends of mine. Some other guy was like, wait, is your birthday today, dude? Like, yeah.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, it's kind of like no one.
I don't know why it
Birthdays-
was so funny.
I truly think birthdays are they're trending down because there's so now it used to just be like you had a kid and you had a birthday, but there's so many like how many showers and events and bachelor party. It's now like
Like
birthdays
celebrations,
knocked down on the list. We can't do them all. I can't.
they're becoming diluted.
We got Valentine's Day and our anniversary and your birthday. They're all in a couple months span, and one's got to go.
Yeah, if you have stock in birthdays, I would say sell your stock.
Yep.
I'm very bearish on
Sell it
on
now.
birthdays.
Bearish
Yeah,
on the birthdays, 100%.
we're a stock market
We have this
podcast.
group of friends trying to do make a birthdays a thing, and it's like, all right, all 20 of us, we'll record your birthday so we can make sure we don't forget. I'm like, are we gonna have a little party?
What are we gonna do
every 3 weeks?
Yeah.
2.5 weeks? Absolutely not.
Yeah, no, that's not good. I feel like The Office, it was a very valuable lesson. Nobody wants to celebrate other people's birthday. You try to combine the birthdays, and that's the worst idea ever. Don't combine them. Just let people do what they want to do. If Alan doesn't want to tell anybody, Alan doesn't need to be celebrated.
Gotta let him go. Do you ever miss the days when your birthday was just the most? I'll never find excitement in my life ever again like I did. Like my birthday's coming up. I'm gonna turn 9. Remember that?
Yeah, I think when I turned, what would it have been like? Yeah, I think 9. It was the year 2000. Sydney Summer Olympics. Sporty boy over here. My dad. We had all my friends over. My dad created like an entire Summer Olympics like series of events in the front yard.
Wow.
It was awesome.
See,
And that was peak.
I remember we'd love to go into this gym where you could just like a gymnastics gym where you could just like play in foam pits and
Yes.
on trapezes and stuff.
My sister and all of her friends did that for her birthday.
Yeah, okay, fun. Yeah. I wonder why not a lot of my friends came, but parties there were lit, man. I really got fired up in there.
Let me ask you this. What's more peak excitement? Turning 9 or you wake up, you're on the bus, it's really nice and cozy. You just slept 10 hours. You open the curtain, you stretch, you go and take your first steps, and your socks are soaked because the bus leaks when it rains.
There's yeah.
Their first steps of the day.
I walked past it and missed it barely. I was like, "What's water?" And I was like, "Oh, we've got a leak on the bus."
Yeah.
Leaky bus.
Started our day with
Right
wet
by
socks.
Did you ever smell salsa?
It's all over my luggage. Yeah. Yeah.
You caught that later on?
Yeah. I didn't notice it got spilled on my luggage at the time, but yeah, later it got on some stuff.
Yeah.
Freaking Travis.
Yeah, freaking buddy who DJ'd. He's like, let me check out the bus. He wasn't on the bus 30 seconds before he like football spiked a salsa on the ground.
It was legitimate. I bet he was on the bus 12 seconds and he had spilled like 30 ounces of salsa everywhere.
Wait, so was your stuff on a bottom bunk?
Just like momentarily, just like for the time being right there. And yeah, took it
And
home with me.
Were you sleeping on a bottom bunk?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you didn't feel like you woke up. You didn't like dip your toes in salsa in the middle of the night or anything?
I had some crazy dreams about Tijuana. Yeah. I don't know where this came from.
Just osmosis
Yeah.
through the toes. You just start tasting salsa.
Ostosis.
What's happening?
Yeah. But anyway, the bus leaks. Not too bad, but enough to get your socks pretty wet. So,
Okay.
just something to know.
That is good to know.
You were in a good bunk spot. You had time to see it coming.
Figure it out.
How'd you feel about this bus? We had a different bus.
Pros and cons. It was not. I liked it better overall. They'll fix the leak, but it was chillier.
Yeah, you like that?
Mm-hmm. We had a more adventurous driver, which is fine.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. You
It's
wake up in
great.
the middle of the night, and you're like, is where you got to go off of a precipice. It's fun.
Saying my goodbyes.
You love, any bus driver who hits the rumble strips consistently, that's a good, he's keeping himself awake.
Yeah.
You know.
He's taking precautions. He needs
loved
to.
every morning I saw the driver. I go, how's it going, man? And every time he'd go, tired.
Yeah. We made it.
I want to be like, but not like super tired, right? Because you just parked this 15 minutes ago and
Like tired, like how we all are at like 2 p.m., right? Not like
you just drove us for 5 hours. I hope you're not like exhausted. Like, but you just come out. He just drove you 6 hours through the Ozarks, and you just go. He's like, how you doing, man? Can hardly keep my eyes open.
pretty miserable. That one was a rough one.
Yeah,
Really?
He's like, yeah. You ever those times you're driving and you're just like, you cannot. Like, I swear I dozed off a couple times.
And it's foggy and you're driving through the Ozark Mountains and then it's like your third time ever driving a bus.
Yeah.
You guys know.
I kind of came to, I was going the wrong way on an interstate. I was like, it was just not my best. You guys
I don't know how I got on the railroad tracks. I don't know if you guys noticed that. How I got parallel to the tracks.
Yeah, sorry for the bumps. It was the ties. It was the railroad ties.
I was driving alongside the railroad for a second.
So,
here's something fun about the bus that I don't think anyone knows because it was just me and Tom. So our last night Springfield show, I went out and like saw some friends back home. By the time I got back to the bus, you and Alan already asleep or whatever. Tom is like waiting up for me. He's like, dude, I got the speaker system to work. I was like, oh, let's go. That's awesome. And so we're like hoping maybe now we can watch TV and hear it. We can get TV to work, but Bluetooth on his phone still works. And so we sat there, and I'm not kidding, for the 2.5 hour drive home, we just sat there and listened to music. Like, granted, I was on my laptop, but Tom just sat there, not on his phone, and just listened. I've never seen anyone enjoy music more in my life.
what was it?
Well, here's the thing that I'll give you 1,000 guesses, and I don't think you're going to get the right answer.
Fish.
Same amount of letters.
In sync.
Warmer. If you guessed correctly, Pink live in 2009 in Australia, then you would have guessed correctly.
Fish is 5 letters, so I want to say my guess was incredible.
Fish is 5 letters?
Derek, you know what Fish is, right?
According to who?
Golly.
there a
It's
silent
an
E at the
all-time
end?
cult classic.
Well, I know they're like a jam band. Like I know who they are. I guess I've never seen them in print. What's the fifth
Clearly.
letter? 2 S's.
P?
Oh, PH. Scientific fish. Or Philippines fish.
So
however you
listen
look
to
at it.
Pink.
Yeah, we listened
Pink
to that for
live
an
for 2
hour.
hours.
Like we listened to her concert from 2009 in Australia for an hour.
What was her big song?
I'll take your time. It's you in your hand tonight. That one too. That one's kind of shocking. It made the radio. Looking back,
Yep. Okay. Wow, that sounds.
That's what
lovely.
I remember.
I should have stayed up.
it was kind of sweet. I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
Like he was just so content, and I was content too. We just sat there in silence the whole ride home.
That's excellent.
So the speaker system works. Tom's fired up.
Okay. We have to get the Pink going.
Yeah, it was cool.
I feel like someone Pink. Oh, another theme of a Pink was. Oh yeah, some girl was like, I got
Travis.
reposted to Pink's TikTok. So it's a very Pink weekend.
Yeah, it
All right,
was.
let's keep the Pink. Maybe I need to walk out to Pink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, okay. By the way, we're coming to Oklahoma City and St. Louis this weekend.
Yeah.
Very fun shows. A hometown show for me. So get your tickets, and your whole family came out. Now my whole family's gonna come out. It'll be so fun.
Yeah, back-to-back hometown shows.
Yeah.
Maybe at your show, the ushers can also try and kick your family out when you're trying to talk to them.
Okay.
That could be something. that
Get them
happens.
out. You're like, oh, I performed. This is my family. We all have the same last name.
Like-
Beat it.
Look, we all got jobs to do. All right.
I'm not. You think I haven't heard this one before? Get out of here. You think this man in the wheelchair is your grandpa? I'm not falling for that. Wheel him out of here.
You think the only people in here above the age of 60 are both your grandparents? I don't think so.
No,
That doesn't make sense.
I've seen this guy before. He brings in a lot of geriatrics.
I don't know if it's a fetish per se, but he's got something off.
Yeah.
All right, get him out of
Something
here.
weird. Get him out. Did your grandparents enjoy the show? Did they get it, or was there much discussion?
We didn't have time to talk specifics too much. I think they were just overwhelmingly like happy and proud and whatever.
Good.
The one specific thing I got from one grandma was
Did you have 4 grandparents there?
all 4.
Okay.
4 for 4, baby.
All four of mine were there. in spirit.
Dude, you do that
So
joke
happy
on
you
stage,
have-
people will turn on you.
Yeah. So happy you have all four.
Um, anyway, one grandma said, Jake, when did you get singing lessons? And I said, when am I going to, or when did I?
Yeah, when
She
did-
said, when did you?
That was lovely.
She thought I was Bruno Mars up there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait,
So,
is her eyesight tough?
oh,
was-
no, sorry. The way I sounded, she thought I was just the best.
She thought it was me. She was me. Is what I'm saying. She's like, I had no idea.
Yeah, so I wish everyone could see me through the eyes of my grandma because I think it's so sweet. I feel like it's very grandma-esque of her, but she just
That is
thought I
true.
was just crushing it up there.
Grandmas, you do know, it's a weird thing. The grandparents saying your parents really, the good parents hold you to a standard. Grandparents. I remember I came home one time for Easter. I put on the kind of the college 15, if you will. And I mean, I walk in and just immediately, my dad said something like, gee, I mean, pass the food down to him. Good gosh, or something. My grandma was like, you know what? I think the weight looks good on you.
Yeah.
She was acknowledging the weight was there. She's like, I think you look, it fills you out. It looks good.
They're spin doctors. They can spin anything.
Spin anything.
No, this is good. I mean, winter's coming up. You're going to be thankful you have it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? A couple
Smart.
of winters ago, you were too skinny.
Right.
Yeah, no, this is smart. Bears do the
Absolutely.
same thing.
Yeah.
And they
Bears
gorge
do the same
themselves.
thing. Happy Easter. Jesus hibernated for a few days. He probably put on pounds for that.
And you need to find your desert for 40 days, whatever that is. Maybe where
Proud
you
of
don't eat.
you, son.
Yeah.
Eat up. Dude, did I talk about this on the podcast already? How I'm worried about Thanksgiving with my in-laws?
That sounds
that
familiar.
off podcast?
Yeah, I don't know. It could have
Was
been
that
off
on
the
podcast, Derek?
I don't know. Let's talk about it.
I think it was. Thanksgiving with in-laws. I'm worried. I haven't had Thanksgiving with them yet. It's a very important meal, so I'm worried about that. Because Easter, dude, deviled eggs, dozen.
You
I put
love
down
deviled
a
eggs.
dozen, dude. Deviled eggs, and dressing are things we need in our rotation more often. Why do we have them twice a year?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I mean, who doesn't love stuffing? Do you love stuffing?
Stuffing's fine. I'm not like
Well,
I need
you
stuffing
don't
more
have- you don't have
often.
good stuffing. Do you like stuffing, Derek?
See, we get it. It's
You got a bad
fine.
take. That's a bad take. It's
Okay, do you
literally
hate
just
deviled eggs,
bread
though?
pudding.
Deviled eggs.
You
there's
guys
a
hate
reason,
everything. You're a bad audience.
There's a reason they'll come around once a year. It's because you took, some sort of, I don't even know what it is. Just
Very simple.
the inside of like some undeveloped egg of alligator. You took a corn baller. You put that inside of like a floppy, nasty egg that looks like an eyelid. It looks like an eyeball.
A little bit.
And then you throw salt on it, and then you eat 12.
Well, you haven't had Grammys, so
Deviled
sorry.
eggs are disgusting.
The stuffing, we need more. How often do you guys have brown gravy? Not enough, right?
Thanksgiving's a very brown holiday, so
Yes, it is.
very brown food.
It is. We love to eat brown food. We kind of dominated the not white people.
Wondered how you were going to go about that.
Yeah, so it's which isn't, the best. It is kind of funny that Thanksgiving, if we're really honest, how did it work? I forget. Did the Thanksgiving meal happen like we kind of like took their land and then we're like, now let's eat?
Now let's eat on their.
Or was it before?
I'm not
I'm
sure
not a
the
history buff.
order of operations.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I do know that it's pretty shocking how many times the Cowboys used to play the Redskins on Thanksgiving Day in football.
Right.
Or maybe the Patriots versus the Redskins. Come on. Come on.
We see what you're doing here.
Yeah.
We see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't about. You ever had your online checking balance run a little low, and the last thing you need is to get a little overdraft fee, $33. Overdraft fees are out of control. Okay, in 2019, traditional banks took over $11 billion in fees. Chime does things differently. Chime is an award-winning app and debit card that has saved its members more than $10 billion in overdraft fees with SpotMe fee-free overdraft. Okay, we don't need to be doing all this ridiculous overdraft crap. Chime is amazing. It's simple. It works, and you get to avoid these crazy overdraft fees. You deserve to have financial peace of mind, right? Join the millions of Americans already loving Chime. Sign up takes only 2 minutes and doesn't affect your credit score. So get started today at chime.com/Trey. I love Chime. You're going to love it too. That's chime.com/Trey. Banking services provided by and debit card issued by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank N.A. members FDIC. SpotMe eligibility SpotMe eligibility requirements apply. Overdraft fees only apply to debit card purchases and cash withdrawals. Limits start at $20 and may be increased up to $200 by Chime. Chime member overdraft fee savings based on eligible members' use of SpotMe V. $33 average overdraft fee. Overdraft fee data based on bank rate checking account survey and CRL June 2020 overdraft fees report. Hey, what's your number? Let me hut you up, okay? And by the way, what service do you have? Because you don't need one of the big wireless providers charging way too much. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. Are you serious? What's the catch, Trey? There isn't one. Mint Mobile's secret sauce is that they're the first company to sell wireless service online only. So by cutting out retail stores, there's no crazy overhead costs that get passed down to you in the form of mystery fees. Instead, Mint just passes on sweet savings direct to you. Get your number, get your savings. Okay, they sent me a number right to my door, a plan. I got to keep my number, keep my contacts. It worked perfect. I could call, text, surf the internet. It was $15 a month. All plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Keep your phone, keep your number, keep your contacts. It's that easy. And if you're not 100% satisfied, they got you covered with their 7-day money-back guarantee. So I got an offer for y'all to get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free. Go to mintmobile.com/Trey. That's mintmobile.com/Trey. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Trey. What's Washington football team going to be? They're trying to decide on a new name.
Yeah, I think they want like Red Hawks or Red People.
Yeah,
something like
between
that.
Those two.
They're
struggling to get clearance on the second one. There's a reason we changed it.
We're not saying
this
skin.
Is not cool.
Just people.
People.
Like when you get mad in the winter,
yeah.
Your face gets red.
It is. I feel like, they changed it, but red skin, it's crazy how little, offensive credit that gets. Like the offensive words right now that you can't say.
Yeah.
The N word, the FAG word.
Yeah.
Those are words that have a meaning, but red skin, it's very obvious.
It's so on the nose.
Yeah.
And this was a football
They're
team.
We're going to let that one slide for several more decades. Is redneck on its way out?
No, I think that's just, if anything, that's like a skin cancer movement. It's just like, hey, put sunscreen on the back of your neck.
On the back of your neck.
Yeah, no, I think the American Cancer Society actually pays for the redneck.
Speaking of, I'm starting to really get a kick out of this guy on TikTok. He's called the Liver King. Have you seen this guy?
Liver King?
Liver King. His whole thing, he eats liver daily.
Eats liver. Not where I thought this was going to go.
Because his whole thing is, hey, this is how our ancestors did it, right? They didn't have all this McDonald's and stuff. They would, kill an animal and they would make use of all of it, which is true, right? I'm sure
I love this.
And then
this is like
but it's also like
we're the only mammal that drinks another mammal's milk.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, back in the day,
our ancestors used to eat liver, and they died when they were 29.
Hey,
so that's what I'm going to do.
Your great-great-grandpa never had chicken parmesan. Should we be eating it?
No.
Yeah.
Go back to the old. Get outside. You need sunlight with no protection from the UV rays.
Get a gallbladder in
which we know gives you cancer. And yeah, eat some bone marrow and live like the ancestors. Because some reason that's like, dude, isn't it better now?
We've learned science and stuff. Anyway, so his thing is
he's like,
eat liver.
Anytime I see a stranger, I sniff their crack to identify their gender, as the caveman did. And this is my wife. It is shocking, yes, she is topless, but that is how we did it.
He still buys a Christmas tree once a year in December, but that's those are the toothbrushes and the toilet paper he's going to use for the rest of the year. So that's why he buys it. Economical.
That's right. I hate the paleo diet, all this weird stuff. Like, why do so many people think the caveman were just killing it? Right?
They did as much as they could with what they had. I don't think it was like, I love the taste of a rabbit leg.
Yes.
Give me more.
This is what woman one. She has no rights, and she picks berries in the park.
Occasionally, she will trip over her own bosoms, but I love her.
I love her.
She's beautiful to me.
The caveman did it. It's the right way.
The caveman did it.
So check them out.
Yeah. What do you do? if you're like, church, communion time, paleo diet, what's the solution there? What do you feed them? How did the caveman take communion?
That's a great point. Just bread.
Maybe just grapes. Just don't turn the grapes into wine, into juice, anything. Just
I love
grape on the vine.
Communion. I had a bit a long time ago. Maybe we should try it sometime. I don't know. People get weird about communion. I'm like, hey, I'm not. I'm still I'm pro communion.
I'm PC.
PC for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, they have gluten free. They have all these. And for the first time, I went to a church that's still like in the city, mask on, but we still want to do communion. But like we're
being careful,
which I respected because like a airplane, it's like mask on, but would you like some butterscotch cookies? And then everyone takes them off. So they gave us actually. I joked about to go communion. And that's what I got. I guess you walked out like, here you go. And it felt weird. Like, do I do this in the parking lot? I don't.
Where would Jesus have done it?
Yeah. Do I
in the Prius?
In the Prius? Do I do it? Do I take it to brunch? This is actually nice because I'm intermittent fasting and I'd like to wait a couple hours.
I seem to be doing that on the road on accident pretty often.
Taking communion.
Did
I just take communion? Charcuterie is just a crazy communion experience, basically.
Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Take this in remembrance of other white people before us. But yeah. Oh, I was going to say, I feel like most days it's like wake up, step in a puddle, get my golf clubs, go golf, eat maybe a Snickers bar on the golf course, and then feast for lunch at about 3:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my meal for the day.
Yeah, I should kind of game plan the golf more. It's amazing how many courses be like, yeah, we don't really have food. I'm like, I'm stranded. I need about to caveman it.
I went peanut butter and crackers in Memphis. That was my lunch.
That's never bad.
It was fine.
That's never
A
bad.
little protein in there.
Okay, let's get into the little crazy white baby names. It's been too long.
Okay.
We've met a lot of people on the road, met some interesting names. It's funny. I had a good friend have a kid recently, and I could sense people around me getting nervous to tell me their kids' names.
Yeah,
But hey, I still love you. It's fine. Derek said he knows someone. A lot of these people are starting to use these name generators,
mm-hmm.
which I love. Already, I love the idea of. It's like mine. How'd your parents name you? Bible?
Probably.
You never asked.
Doesn't matter to me.
Mine's a family name. Derek, do you know your story? You're just Derek.
Just a book, I think.
A book? Before the generator. Now it's like, how'd you name me? It's like, well, Pampers.com
mm-hmm.
gave us. So I thought, this is robust, right? They have so many ways to, you can say, hey, okay, you pick, Jake. You can go through by theme, by origin, by the length of the name.
Okay.
So we're going to start off, we'll each do it. I'm going to say we'll start off with a boy.
Okay.
And what theme are we working with?
Hey, this is your boy. Whatever you want.
How about a nature name? A boy from nature whose origin is?
We have a lot of options. Scandinavian. Spanish. Okay.
All right. If you're online, you're like, I want a Scandinavian nature boy. There's 0 results for that. Oh, dang it. But if you want what about Slavic or Portuguese? Oh,
Here we go.
Irvin. That's a Slavic nature name.
Mm-hmm.
Irvin.
Or Rio.
Okay. You don't realize. How about something unique? Oh, then you throw on Oswaldo. Oswaldo triplet.
That's beautiful.
Love that one. Oswaldo. This is what people mythological. Thor.
That's a nature boy.
We know that. That's a nature boy. Thor.
Oh, and then they threw in a girl's name.
Robin.
Okay.
You any of these getting you fired up?
I'd like to choose my own baby name.
Okay, let's start back over. Let's clear. We got to clear all the results. Boy or girl?
I would like it to be a girl and a unisex girl.
Okay.
Check both boxes, please.
Okay. That was that.
She should be. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's.
And
fantastic.
by theme, I would like it to be cute and color.
Cute and color.
I don't know if color should be an option.
This is getting a little more. Okay, we'll have color seems we need that updated.
And then by
melanin maybe.
Let's go English. That's what I read best. Let's throw down English and Italian because I used to like
everyone
pepperoni.
loves Italians.
Yeah, the pepperoni.
All right, and
results.
Drum roll, please.
Oh, I got options. Haley, Naomi,
Ruby, Alex. This is late. Molly, Molly's a cute color name.
Maybe take out
This is
English.
offensive.
These are too basic of names.
Take out English.
Yeah,
Just the
straight
Italian.
Italian.
See.
Oh, nothing. There's no color Italians. Nothing. Okay. There's this baby name generator, just 0 results.
You know what? We're gonna move on to this is a better baby name. This is
Okay.
for if you have a mixed child, right? Which so if you're
Wait,
hey,
that's what the whole website's for?
yep.
You
If-
put in...
let's say if you're English and Japanese, or if you're English and Greek. Well, this is all of us. So okay, let's say you and I have a kid.
Okay.
Katie, don't listen to that. I am Irish.
And I am Cornish.
Actually, wait, what am I? I'm Czech. That's
Okay.
serious. And you're Cornish?
Is that why when we do, like, before the shows, you're always like, check 1, 2, check 1, 2.
Yes.
It's for your ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
I never
I
knew.
like to honor them.
No, I don't know what Cornish means. I just saw it as an option.
What are you?
I
Triplet.
could see me being Cornish. Let's go with Polish.
You do have a Polish vibe.
Thank you. I love sauerkraut.
Mm-hmm. Sausage?
Mm-hmm. Makes me sick.
And
Can't
we're going to
stop,
go
though.
for feminine
Well, sure.
because we're having a unisex girl.
Of color. Okay. Oh, boy. These are...
Dorota.
Oh.
I like Dorota.
It's Czech. So that one comes from your side of the family. Thank you.
Thank you. Dorota is Czech. What does Dorota mean?
Dorota.
It's kind of like Dorito, which I feel like you would.
Well, I think it's like, hey, if you have 2 options, take Dorota less traveled. I think is where it comes
Ooh,
from.
it means gift of God, so you nailed it.
Yep, I got that. There's some Gertruda.
Gertruda?
I almost threw up saying that.
Slaps. What does
Gertrude.
that name hits different? What does Gertruda mean?
Gertruda.
Gertruda means
I can't think of an old phrase.
spear of strength.
Spear of
Spear of
strong,
strength.
strong spear.
So like the vaccine.
Okay.
See, she'd really kind of stir up some drama. You know, what
These
does
are
your
nice.
name mean? She goes Pfizer.
Pfizer, basically, more or less, it's Pfizer.
More or less, it's Pfizer.
Dorota is my favorite so far. Daria is kind of a pretty name. I would
Daria?
name our little girl Daria.
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 Daria. Okay, I like that too. Imagine actually naming your kid Daria, and then that's just a classic. You're like,
It's Daria.
You name
it's
it-
Daria.
yeah, this is Daria, and you just go diarrhea, and they say we've got to change it. This also means God's gift. How
God's
many
gift.
things can mean God's gift?
Well, I mean,
That's what
it comes from the human body, so.
that's what I think people should do. Is you just make. You should just make up a name, right?
Yeah.
This is
Lickthorn.
yeah. This is Clishia. What does
Oh,
that mean?
what is
Gift of God.
Gift of God.
Mm-hmm.
To who? Who does it mean that? Just, some
Yeah.
certain people, that's what it means.
Would you like communion?
You want that in a box?
You know how kind of churches they'll kind of be like, hey, raise your hand if you want in. You almost kind of like you slide them into heaven that way. It's like, what if charcuterie's kind of? It's like you just blessed the gospel, you didn't even know it,
Yeah.
and now you're in.
Kind of
That's smart.
yeah, like you were in line for the wrong thing. You didn't know. Like, oh, I thought I was in line for this. Oh, this is to get into heaven? Oh, I thought this
Oh.
was Thunderation.
Yeah,
I thought this was a roller coaster.
yeah,
Wow. Now I'm in heaven. This
Sweet
is great.
deal.
Sweet deal.
sweet deal. So that's it. Do you have any friends having kids?
Yes.
Naming them crazy stuff?
Crazy stuff? I
No.
don't think so. Like that one, the only one I can think of is like that mutual friend we had like 4 years ago that you reposted and put on your story. Like, look at this name.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we both know her. Oh, you really just went for it.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
It was a PH. It was Fish, actually.
Yeah, fish. They're huge fans. I think. Does any name starting with a PH work out? Name a Phil you really like.
Yeah. I feel like the only time I
Name
ever
a-
hear of Philip is like, oh, I dated a guy named Philip for a while.
Mm-hmm.
He sucked.
Fred. I knew a PH Fred.
PH Frank has got to be one of the least likable guys I've ever met. PH Frank.
Run, dude. You meet a PH Frank.
That'd be hilarious.
Frank with a PH.
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah, I don't know if I have any friends getting too crazy with the names, but at least not yet. I have basic friends.
It'll probably happen.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Have you thought about any baby names for yourself? Like, I mean,
Katie likes to call me Sweet Tea.
that's right.
Or for my child.
No, yeah.
Or for me.
Baby names for you, like when you're sick. Like
Oh, yeah.
Katie's gonna baby you.
She's seasonal with it too. She'll call me pumpkin.
Sure, that's smart.
Yeah, she'll call me butternut squash.
Yeah. Remember last spring
Only
she called
late
you
at night, though.
pastel. Yeah.
You know,
my.
we'll change the story. I'm done. Sorry. What is it? We like to get someone on stage and mess with them sometimes. Yeah, we never talked about this. What do you think? We brought up a black girl a couple times, and several times I made jokes about you having mixed children with them.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
The last one especially. Springfield.
Yeah.
Marie, if you're listening,
Marie,
you got a
thank
special treat.
Yeah.
She's from Springfield, or like she lives in Springfield.
Oh, you know her?
I don't know her, but I had several friends be like, "Why are you on my spin instructor's Instagram story right now?" Like, people like they know Marie.
Her classes are really challenging. They're
Yeah,
great.
yeah. How did you get on stage of one of her classes? Like, hey, no.
No.
All right, you don't need a
Okay.
shacket, and you're getting the story wrong.
You're getting the story wrong.
It was our show.
Our show, not a
But-
spin class. It's it's a good comedy show when it gets mistaken for a spin class. Like, I just didn't feel like I got a great workout.
Yeah, but no, that's great. I mean, that and we had a good run of improv songs his last run of shows.
It was fun. I'm excited, man. We're and also the new tour dates. I should have said that earlier, but
We're going on the road again.
2022 dates have been announced. Pre-sale is live, and they all go on sale Friday. So
Tell them some details about it. How many cities? Where are we going? How many shows?
25, I think. We're finally hitting sweet Utah,
Salt Lake,
the
Atlanta,
Northeast, Atlanta, Austin, Texas,
Wichita,
Arkansas,
Tulsa.
So all those places we're going.
Every comedian's dream.
San Diego?
Santiago. Which, of course, means
Yes. So
Butternut
get your tickets. Trey.com/tour. We'll see you there. We're going to keep it going.
Dude, how did you feel about the Kansas City show? We got to do Kansas City a few days ago.
We did. Kansas City.
Which is where we live.
Bunch of friends there. It was, that was definitely a highlight show. Packed,
Yeah.
sold out.
Yeah.
Packed house. Crowd was big time.
It was awesome.
It was great. How'd you feel?
I felt great.
Yeah,
It was so fun.
it was.
How were you doing beforehand? Because I was like, not worried about you, but I was like, man, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do what he's doing right now. It
Were
was
you
just
getting fired
crazy.
up?
Oh no, not in a bad way. No, I was just
Right.
like, if I was Trey right now, I would be like, everyone leave, everyone
Yeah.
get out of here.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
the
yeah.
party in the room beforehand?
I mean, the show is like probably 20 minutes from starting. In Trey's green room, I mean, there's 25 people. In there.
Yeah.
Just
a party.
drinking, eating, yelling, talking. I mean, it was
Hey.
fun. It was all of Trey's best friends.
Yeah.
But I was just like, man, I think I need just some time to myself before
Yeah.
the show. I don't know how you're doing
I
this.
know. It was I did speak up, and they're very respectful, like, all right, y'all need to go. But yeah, how'd you feel before show? Because I feel like we're in a groove, no real nerves before the show, but
I was nervous for that one.
you were nervous for that one?
Yeah, I was.
That one just felt a little
I think it's
intense.
just like an anxious of like wanting it to go well, even though there's nothing I can do. There's no reason to be nervous. It's like what I say is what I say. I know it's funny, but it's just like I just want to be doing it already. I just want it to be here.
Yeah.
So yeah, once you get on stage, it's fine. But yeah,
Oh man.
It
It
was
was
really
a great that was a great show. I'm looking forward to I've had a lot of highlight shows. Oklahoma City will be fun, and then we're going to Texas. That's gonna be a great. Run.
Texas will be sweet.
Dallas, of course.
Yeah, you get 3 hometown shows. That's crazy.
A little bit.
And your mom's Bible study will be 100% of the people on one of them, right?
Yep.
That's everyone there.
3 Oklahoma City shows. We had to add one for my mom's BSF.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
And then after the St. Louis shows, isn't this the show where your friend is like a nightclub owner?
Yeah,
or
my boy
something?
Dylan. He is an old college buddy. He works and helps run some bar nightclub in St. Louis. So he's like, yeah, well, and it's Halloween night. So that's
Oh.
something we need to discuss. Are we dressing up for the show? Are we putting on a
Oh.
costume after the show? No costumes at all? Do I put on a costume for the meet and greet?
Yeah. Ooh.
Well, how many people at the show will be in a Halloween costume? Should we tell them to?
Wait.
Probably.
A
Or would that be
costume for the meet and
distracting? You're just
greet.
like you come to the show and there's just like Big Bird in front of you.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
I
I
can't
can't
really see.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That is fun. Yeah.
We could tag team it. We could be like
Peanut butter
2
and
doses
jelly.
of the vaccine. See how people probably like. That would actually be fun to do. You'd probably have a bunch of people. You'd get a lot of attention, right? You have some people be like proud of you guys, and some people try to fight us.
Pfizer us.
Yeah, a lot of people calling us.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Spears of string.
I think for the meet and greet, we each dress up as like needles, and after they take a picture of each of us, they have to wait for 15 minutes before they leave, just to make sure.
Right.
You don't have any
Those are the rules.
reaction.
We don't make the rules.
Yeah, that's just how it works.
So we give them a little business card that can't fit in your wallet.
Yeah. Put a Band-Aid somewhere on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, to think about that. Halloween in St. Louis. What's like a St. Louis thing we could dress up as? Nelly.
We could dress up as crime. Which we could dress up as
yeah, how do what's that classic East St. Louis?
some old Missouri dude in Springfield. I went and did a little charity show at a Baptist church, which was great.
The
Sweet
church
people.
that I like grew up in, like started going.
Great people. It went very well. Raising money for a kid who needs surgery. It was funny to do a show. I'd maybe done one show at a church before. I haven't done a lot of churches, and so it's funny because beforehand they're like, if you say something wrong, I'm gonna get fired.
You will be executed. Yeah.
But I guess I didn't ruffle any feathers. Kept it very, very clean. I'm raised Baptist. I get it. But it was funny because I walked out. I was like, "How we doing?" And it's just like very Baptist crowd. They just kind of, Where I grew up, where if someone was raising their hand during a song, like, get them out of here.
Yeah. What's next?
Calm down.
Yeah. Jeez.
You freak. So that was fun to try to get some energy out of them. But they were fun. And I got driven home by this guy, nice guy, and we were just chatting about Springfield. He's like, "Yeah, that's the square." He's like, "I mean, they hung a guy there like 90 years ago."
Okay.
I was like, "Oh,
this is part of the tour." Like,
yeah.
You don't want to take it by Bass
Pro. That's
Pro.
nice to know. Yeah, Bass Pro. And there's Bass Pro. So you got some old Missouri history there, which is unfortunate. But
okay.
I don't know if you probably shouldn't dress up as crime.
Okay, got it. Maybe I'll just do Albert Pujols then.
Yeah,
dress up as him.
Pujols.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could. You're a little too like fair skinned to pull it off, so you could maybe darken it.
Yeah,
you could darken your skin,
and then I could just be Nelly easier on later in the night. I could just do both costumes,
right? Just
different outfits.
Yeah,
perfect.
Okay, you paint your face, and we'll put it on Instagram. People will love it.
I want to take a bunch of pictures with people that night. Everyone get a picture. Look, he's Albert Pujols.
Yeah, dude, you're just like, man, people are loving this costume. I'm taking so many photos.
Everyone says I want to.
People are cracking up.
And sometimes people aren't even taking pictures with me. They're just of me.
Just of me. I'm just posing. They're like, "What's your Instagram? We want to tag you." You're like, Driblet Jake. Yeah.
And like, is this for Snapchat? Like, oh no, we want this to be permanent. Like, oh good, that's awesome.
It's going into a Google Drive folder. That's encrypted.
Yeah, I'm like, that's all. I'm glad you enjoyed the show.
Yeah, they're like, they want your contact. Like, okay, wow, I'm making all sorts of friends.
Yeah, this is cool.
Ransom you later.
Why is everyone asking me if I have a manager?
Yeah.
Why does that matter?
Why does that matter?
That's cool. I guess they want to book me. That's fun.
Whoa. So, okay, you'll be Pujols. I'll figure mine out. Maybe like St. Louis. I could dress up as a saint.
Yeah.
Is that something?
Yeah, St. Louis.
St. Louis.
I don't know who that is.
St. Louis. Who was that?
It's probably Lewis and Clark, actually. Gateway to the West. Totally makes sense.
Yeah,
think about it. That's what the arch is for. It was the gateway for St. Louis. It stinks that St. Clark didn't get his own city, but I think they arm wrestled for it and St. Louis won. So that's how it works in the olden days.
There's a guy named St. Louis who was the king of France.
I doubt it's that. I bet it's a Lewis and Clark thing.
St. Louis is a very French town.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking of Paris.
No. Wait, you've been to St. Louis has that huge structure?
The Arch?
Eiffel Tower. You idiot. Right? That's why I'm like,
right?
I don't get. I'm like everyone. I'm like, why do people have to get engaged in St. Louis so much?
Yeah, the baguettes. You have to.
The baguettes.
That's a funny thing to like when you're in public, like make up a lie about your friend, and then it's really hard for you to deny it. It's like, Hey, do you guys know, like, Trey used to think that the Eiffel Tower was in St. Louis? And like, no, I
No,
didn't.
it didn't,
And then
dude.
you just look more obvious.
No, okay, I know it. Now
No.
it makes me sound like...
No, I
I'm
obviously
getting
knew.
defensive, but I really did know.
That's a fun lie to tell
Yeah.
people.
Have you ever heard of Paris, Texas?
Mm.
You ever heard? Do you know that's a town?
Yeah, I think so, actually.
Yeah. So that's a
tricky.
classic. Yeah, classic joke. We're going to Paris, Texas.
Yeah. Missouri has ones like that. They have Cuba, Missouri, Mexico, Missouri, California, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri. You know, at the square, they hung a guy there like 90 years ago.
Miami, Oklahoma.
Oh.
Miami.
Miami. Sounds like a
Spelled
grandmother's
Miami.
name.
Yeah.
Go to Miami's house.
Miami's house.
Miami's house.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so
St. Louis, French city. We'll dress
Bear
up
with
as something French.
something French. Stay hydrated, okay? Maybe you're like Katie, my wife. She drinks like a thimble of water a day. So some people, they're not going to drink water. Get Liquid IV. It knocks it out. You can get 1 16-ounce Liquid IV in water. It hydrates you way more than just regular water. It's amazing. It hydrates faster because it contains 5 essential vitamins. More vitamin C than an orange. It has as much potassium as a banana. It's healthier than those sugary sports drinks, but it still tastes delicious. It has the optimal ratio of glucose, sodium, and potassium, so it delivers water nutrients into the bloodstream. It's the perfect balance to help you hydrate more quickly and effectively than water alone. I love Liquid IV. It's kind of fun. I'm like, ooh, because I kind of put up these sports drinks because they're so sugary and unhealthy. This tastes great and gets the job done. I love Liquid IV, and it's on a mission to change the world. They're donating 4 million servings in response to COVID. They've donated over 11 million servings globally. So what's not to like about Liquid IV? Grab your Liquid IV today. They have flavors nationwide at Walmart, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code Trey at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you get better hydration today using promo code Trey at liquidiv.com. Oh, this wine has such nice legs. Just shut up. You don't know. No one know. Like, unless you're real bougie, you don't know this wine stuff, right? Like, I like my wine, but I'm clueless. But now that I'm a member of First Leaf Wine Club, I'm starting to learn. Okay, this thing's amazing. It's a whole membership where they send wines to your door, and they curate and they ship wines that are perfect for you. So you kind of. They've sent me some. I've tried them. I've been like, I like that. I didn't love that. And they start to every shipment gets better and better because they learn what you like. And I'm trying new stuff I never even heard of. Okay, because I think we've all, my typical wine was like boxed. I'm just like, maybe I should level up. And so First Leaf is affordable. That has this fun not so secret thing about First Leaf. They work directly with winemakers, which means you get incredible wine that's 60% off the retail, right? Wholesale vibes. So it's an amazing thing to have. You have stocked and people are like, wow, you're so fancy and bougie, Trey. But it's just First Leaf. Okay, so I have an offer for you guys that you don't want to miss. Listen to this. Join today and you'll get 6 bottles of wine for $29.95 and free shipping. Go to tryfirstleaf.com/Trey. That's 6 bottles of wine for $29.95 and free shipping at tryfirstleaf.com/Trey. Don't let your FSA or HSA dollars go to waste. Put them to good use on Warby Parker prescription glasses, prescription sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams. Warby Parker is committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in stores. They offer eyeglasses, sunglasses, eye exam, contacts. Glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses. Are you kidding me? And they have their try-on program. Okay, you can order 5 glasses to try on home for free for 5 days. And then you just ship them back. I mean, it's amazing. You just take this quiz. They kind of tell you, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? They send you 5. You try them on. You say, hey babe, what do you think? And you can just you can literally not choose any of them and send it back. No pressure. Or you can just obviously you're gonna be like, I like this one, and no one else is doing this. It's amazing. You can personalize what you're looking for through prescriptions, etc. They look amazing. They feel amazing, and they're affordable, which you don't get a lot with eyewear. So I love Warby Parker. I've been wearing it for years, sunglasses, glasses, and I have an offer for y'all, okay? Get your Warby Parkers. Try them out. You can try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free at warbyparker.com/Trey. That is warbyparker.com/Trey. Try your Warby Parkers. Get you some. warbyparker.com/Trey. Man, I got to get in my basic girl mode, man. We're getting closer.
It's about that time.
Katie was just texting me saying Hobby Lobby is perfect. She's gotten some great, Home Sweet Home. What does this one say? Pumpkin patch, apple ciders, and hay rides. Put that on the front porch.
Love it.
Cool little corn stalks.
Mm,
Fall's here.
it's beautiful.
Really
Fall
is.
is here.
It's tough, man. It's been tough tracking the foliage, man. If you ever you need someone to know what happens every year, I know. A couple of years ago, we're a week or two late this year.
Compared
The
to what we've
foliage.
done. Oh, yeah.
The foliage
Yep.
specifically, but a little warmer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're very in tune with the weather when it comes to like October. Otherwise, I don't really pay much attention. But it's like the girls in the fall video. We need to know, when are the leaves turning?
Yeah, we know we can anticipate the weather more than we're kind of like a dog or something.
Yeah,
Very in tune
like a
with it.
dog or like your uncle who claims his knee shakes when it's about to thunderstorm.
Mm-hmm.
We're like that.
Right.
It's like I start holding up my hands as if there's a camera there when it starts to get cold.
Did you notice the like little tornado scare around here?
Yeah.
Not,
It was like there was a thing.
was there a lot? There was a lot in Springfield, or where you grew up. There's probably a lot of tornadoes. No.
Yeah. There were a
Okay.
decent
That's
amount.
what I'm saying. These folks around here, they have no idea.
Yeah.
We'd just like, we'd already start like planning another house every few years because we knew ours would get blown over.
Go ahead and lay the foundation
Yeah.
now. Just that'll save us a
This
few
one's-
months.
Yeah.
No, yeah, there were a decent amount in our area, like Pierce City, Joplin.
Yeah, I remember it was fun little. We'd go over to the local school that had a basement. I'd sit down there with a bicycle helmet on. Mm-hmm. I never thought I'd be the kid wearing a helmet through the school hallways, but I was a few times.
And it was weird. Like they made me do that sometimes in like the winter or like when I got held back for summer school. I
Right.
still had to wear my tornado helmet sometimes.
Yeah, it was weird. They just every day at school they're like,
Just
you
in
never the
case.
tornadoes always happen through here, and I was like, okay, so I wore my helmet,
Yeah.
and I was all. They said to be aware, so I would just run from class to class with the helmet on. And
They say the classroom's the safest place, so you don't want to be in the hallway. Get out of the hallway as
Get out of
fast
the
as
hallway as fast as
possible.
you can.
Get into a classroom.
And the lockers they actually said were pretty secure.
So
I'd have that's why I let the kids shove me in though.
Yeah.
He's like, well, you're the dummy.
Yeah.
I'm safe as sound in here. That's what it's like growing up in Tornado Alley.
I mean, those are just you guys probably wouldn't get it unless you grew up in kind of Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri. So that's
And
kind of
I made all A's.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just the whole thing added up for people.
And
Everyone was really patient with me.
and eventually, you were by far the biggest kid in fourth grade.
Yep,
Like you were really dominating PE
I was.
that
Yes,
third go round.
I was.
Yeah.
Very strong.
Very strong. Very good.
No one made more baskets than me because half of them were there on both goals. I would make them on both. I didn't care.
You show up like, are we playing teams today? Like, yeah. We always,
Okay.
every time there's teams. Okay, I just didn't know.
Okay. We play on shirts and skins or helmets and non. Like if I could call helmets, I'm supposed to keep this on.
I would like dibs. Like, I'll take my shirt off, but I'd like to leave the helmet on.
Yes.
I'll be skins and helmets.
Pass me the rock.
Pass me the rock.
Not my pet one.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And now you get to go back there. Maybe you should wear a helmet on stage for the Oklahoma City shows. So everyone's like, oh, there he is.
Yeah.
I know him. I knew I recognized him from somewhere.
I knew I went to 8th grade with this kid.
I think I did singing lessons and then I did tornado drills with him.
Yeah.
That's where I know him.
That's where I know him. Yeah, tornado drills. Some of these kids aren't doing tornado drills.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're
Now
doing
it's
them all
just
the
like,
time.
they're doing like active shooter drills.
Active shooter.
Not
yeah.
nearly as fun.
Yeah. Good gosh, how dark is that? Active
Yeah.
shooter drill. What do you do if someone runs in here with just a stocked weapon? Yeah, what are those drills? They
don't
just
know.
like just
Call your parents.
text your parents goodbye. All right, everyone do it. Say this is just a drill. Mom and Dad, I love you.
Good. Now, how did that feel?
Really bad. Can we? Whatever. I don't know what I'm supposed to do as the kid. I guess it's kind of none of the drills did anything, right? They're like, all right, they'd be like earthquake drill, sit under your $20 government funded desk. All right.
Yeah.
We
Fire
would
drill was
say we tried.
a free recess. It was like a 10
Yeah,
minute
fire
recess.
drill was fun.
Tornado
went
drill
outside.
kind of hurt, or just like they were like heads down.
Heads down.
You're like, all right, but it's not a real tornado. Heads down.
You didn't have a basement? Yeah, we just all sit in the basement.
Of your school? Mm-hmm. Oh no, we would go into the hallway and you just stick your nose in the crack of the hallway, basically. And I feel like they were like sticklers. So I'm like, head down, head down,
Head down.
yeah.
Yeah, none of those drills did anything.
We weren't.
Like if a tornado's really about to plow over our school, surely you get us somewhere else, or
Yeah, I don't know if we should be in the hallway. Maybe just.
basements are nice, but otherwise,
Hmm.
like I was in the bathtub, and now I'm 70 miles away.
The movie Twister came out when I was a kid and made me kind of want to get swept away a little bit by a tornado.
That was a fun thought.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I could just. Who knows where I'll go?
But also one time in the movie, I think they strapped themselves to like a well, like something that went down really deep, and I was like, oh, I'll just do that.
Yeah, go find the nearest well.
I'll just hang on.
Yeah,
I can
you'll
do
be
that.
Fine.
I'm 11. Can hang on to a well.
What fire, tornado?
I can't believe you did earthquake. I guess you were a lot closer to.
No,
to
we didn't. I'm saying that's what kids do. We
Oh,
don't
okay.
know.
But
They probably do now. Fracking.
Let's get into
Let's
it.
talk about it.
Let's get into it.
Fracking.
Oklahoma up 1,100% in earthquakes the last 10 years. What are we going to do about it as a podcast? Tell jokes.
Tell jokes. I know nothing about fracking.
Yeah. I know I wasn't allowed to say it when I was a kid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially not at Ridgecrest Baptist.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. Yeah, we didn't. What do they do for like tsunamis? You think? Like everyone,
Run up
hold
the
your
hill.
breath.
Oh. here's
Right? You're still going? Timmy, you just okay? 45 seconds. That. Hope you're goner. 90 seconds, Allie.
Okay.
Great job.
Allie's one of our only survivors.
Uh-huh. Anyone? Yeah, right. Get your surfboards.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are those drills? Tsunami drill. What can you possibly do?
Tsunamis are fascinating. I love
Everyone-
a good tsunami footage on YouTube.
Run inland really fast.
Run up something, but not a building. Something natural, but not a tree unless it has pretty good roots. Just
Check. Is it a cedar or is it an oak? Tsunami drills.
don't trust the palm trees.
No.
Get up the hill.
What's ridiculous? How often intense thunderstorms? Back in the day when you watched cable and they'd interrupt your show because it'd be like,
Oh.
the thunderstorm tonight is it's a loud one.
It's
You're
going to
like,
be
what?
a lot of lightning.
Yeah, what's it?
All right.
Our houses can handle that. What? I want to watch Survivor.
Yeah, hold on.
Stop with who cares about thunder and lightning?
I wanted to see Simon Cowell bully this 14-year-old
Yeah,
girl
this
in
is
front of all of
horrible.
America. Get me
off
back
the
to
screen,
that.
Gary. They're like, seriously, folks, the lightning's gonna be, don't stand outside with a metal rod. You just stop.
If you have a flagpole in your yard, I would not recommend covering yourself in tinfoil and attaching yourself to it. Not tonight.
Not tonight.
It's got to be storming. Stay inside during the rain.
Do they have like volcano drills anywhere?
Oh, big time.
Yeah. What do they do for those?
A lot of those happen in Northern Virginia, and what they do, it's very similar to the tornado drill, actually. Just let it burn your back, not your face.
Okay.
Get the lava on your back. You can get a new back.
Yeah.
Hard to get a new face.
Yeah. Okay. You just kind of hunker down.
Yeah, just like let it burn
kinda-
the back of you. Yeah.
Let the lava kind of do its thing.
Mm-hmm. That's all I know. I would like to see an active volcano before I die. Like lava spouting. That seems like kind of a cool thing.
You ever heard about the Yellowstone volcano?
Oh, Yellowstone's on an active volcano.
The massive volcano, I guess
What does
they
that
say.
mean exactly?
It means they say that if it ever erupts, it would like kill everyone in America or something, and maybe like ruin the world. But that's like if it has a full blown super eruption, which I guess they say is probably not that likely, or it has averaged blowing up every like 800,000 years, and we're right there. But they say it's like that's too little data. That doesn't mean it's like that's a schedule, and et cetera, et cetera. It's probably not gonna happen, but that'd be pretty cool.
You saying that reminds me. When I went to Yellowstone, they're like, "Yeah, this is going to erupt any day now," or like
They
it's
really
like
sell it.
it's like this could erupt very soon in the future. And then you look into it, it's like very soon means in the next 2,000 years.
Yeah.
So like in the grand scheme of things, it's almost here. It's like, oh,
I won't care. Yeah.
yeah, I think we're good.
It's like I if I'm alive for like a great grandkid, I feel like I'll be like I'm busy. I don't think I'm gonna that 3 generations down and be like I'm too tired for this. 9 generations away, I'm not worried about that.
At that point, yeah, I'd be like, just take me to Yosemite and throw me in one of the salt lakes.
Yeah.
That's how I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Or
Yellowstone.
they have all the
wherever it's at.
geysers there. They tell all these stories like don't get too close. There's a story this kid dipped his toe in, he fell in and was disintegrated immediately.
Yeah, they do tell you those stories,
Yeah.
which is tough because it looks like such pretty water. It's like, whoa, it's green and bright blue and red.
Yeah.
I'll swim in this. Boom. Your Cinta was
I know.
disintegrated from your
Those
body.
geezers are, you don't mess with them.
Yeah.
They're active.
Did you get to see Old Faithful?
I did.
It's exactly what you'd think it'd be.
It's even lamer, actually. You could feel the whole crowd.
Huh.
It's disappointed.
Yeah. Waited for this. My friend, when Old Faithful started to erupt, he started singing the national anthem and got everyone else to join him. So that made our experience a little extra special.
That is special.
It was awesome.
That's awesome.
Just like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, here it comes. Should be happening any second now. Get your phones out. And it's like, oh, say, can you? And then everyone's so nice that they're like, well, I guess I'll join in.
I get it. Oh, is this what we're doing?
It's beautiful.
That is
I would recommend more people just sing the national anthem at a national park when it feels right. Or at Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart. You probably get people going.
Yeah.
That is really heartwarming.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
Oh, man.
How'd we get there? Oh, tornadoes or drills or something?
Tornadoes, Tornado Alley.
Dude, how much longer do weathermen and women, weather people
What? Yeah.
have a job?
Whether they.
Like, I can't imagine. Like, weather apps
Just
already
tweet it or
suck.
so- yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's when everyone's checking, and it's not even good. That shows you how lazy we are. It's like I will continue to check this thing that's inaccurate rather than watch the news.
Do you remember as a kid, like just slowly discovering how they do the kind of stand in front of the green screen?
Yeah,
And you're like,
interesting.
they're like, these people are the most talented people in the world. Yeah. Because you're like, how are they doing this? And you see like they're looking at a screen on the side while they're in front of a green screen. I'm like,
Puppet masters.
So when it's green, it just magically shows. I'm like, these people are unbelievable.
They're wizards.
And I think that's weather people were big celebs, and I feel like it's fading, but they were because I think mainly just because small town folk were like, this is a Wiccan because they're in front of a magical screen and they're doing. I don't know how they're doing it.
Don't get on his
How
bad
are they?
side.
How are they? They point right to Dallas every time. They say Dallas and they're pointing to it. How do they see it?
I don't know. How do they know? How do they know where the big red blob is going?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice. Do you think we'll ever reach a time where like Netflix, you get it, your show will get erupted for Netflix? Like, hey, there's a tornado coming in your area.
Oh, I hope not.
That's what's one of the best parts about paid shows. No ads, no weather people bothering me.
Yeah.
Seriously.
What's that famous? Is it Vine? Or like whatever you say, weather boy.
What do we say, weather boy?
Yeah.
Get off my screen.
That's what I want to say to every weather boy out there.
I wonder if that's the thing. Like tornado deaths skyrocketing because people don't watch cable anymore. There's like I had no idea what was coming. I was knee deep in You on Netflix.
I watched 2 more episodes last night.
You like it?
I do like it.
He's stalking another girl.
He's up to some stuff. He can't catch a break.
Right. He's a good guy.
He's a really good guy. I was actually joking with Lucas.
I feel like they could make a You. You is like a hair away from just like how 20% of Christian marriages happen.
I just kept asking and kept asking.
And I'd
show up at her door.
I kept track of her, and I'd show up, and I'd write her letters, and I just went for it. And then finally,
I was sure that she was
what
the
a love
one.
story.
Isn't that awesome, you guys? 12th time.
Mm-hmm.
She finally said yes.
I met her,
my.
and I knew she was the one. I wrote her a letter and said I'd marry her one day.
She did never.
It's funny. Back in the day, that was a romantic thing. Now it's the Netflix horror show You.
Yeah, it is shocking.
I saw you, and I just want to let you know I'm going to marry you in a year.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to call the cops.
I actually told the cops you'd be calling. So go ahead.
I got my bases covered.
They know that we're destined to be together anyway.
Got my bases covered. And by the way,
I'd like to get all the way around the bases with you.
in a year,
I wanna-
marriage.
I want to play baseball.
I want to play baseball with you.
Anyway,
Anyway,
a good show. Where are you watching?
My
now?
name's Micah.
You're you're done with Squid Game? What are you watching now? I saw you got the second TV upstairs.
Survivor.
What? It's not
Dude, I
expecting
almost
that.
forgot about it. Survivor hasn't been on in a couple of years.
That's not
COVID
true.
and whatnot.
Really? Are you
So
sure?
they finally are back on. We'll see. They're for the first time ever. They're changing the format. Different days, different setup. So we'll see. You have to be determined.
So you're like, I want to get into this.
I've always watched it.
Really?
Yes,
I did not know that about you. I thought it was just my parents.
No, I'd happily watch with them. Watched it for years.
I did
Applied a couple times in high school. I was fired up about it.
Yeah.
Which is funny looking back. They've never ever had anyone under the age of like 22 on the show, but I guess 18-year-old me was convinced. I wish I could find that video somewhere.
That would be great. Or we could just try and reenact it someday.
Outplay, outwit, outlast.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you how I can outplay. I almost played for my varsity team.
Good
so
enough.
I'm an athletic, and outwit. I'll have you know my 3.7 GPA has something to say about that.
I feel like you could outwit well, because what I remember from Survivor is typically at the end of the show, there's some challenge where it's like you have to put these puzzle pieces together, but the puzzle pieces are all things that we did on your first day on the island.
Oh.
Can you remember what we did your first day here? You would be good at that.
Thank you. I can remember.
Outlast. I don't know how long you can outlast.
No,
Katie was telling me about
I
the
feel like-
butternut squash incident.
Yeah, they like we go on like a hike, and I'm like, this is 3 miles. What
And is it like there a sled on the way down or some toboggan? I have to walk
I'm like
down.
the tour bus bed is how big? I'm gonna bring my own blanket if that's okay. I just like the feel of it better. I'd be like, I gotta sleep on bamboo sticks. Be like, ugh.
Oh, awesome. No,
I would trick them because you show up with what you got on you, I believe. So I'd be the one to show up in like a full blown parka or something. Be
You
like,
have a mattress taped to you.
yeah, you're
This
like,
is my jacket.
you're pretty dumb, man. We're in Fiji. And then I spend hours. What else am I gonna do? Inflating my air mattress parka, and I win.
But it's one of those companies that you get Instagram ads for that make their mattress out of bamboo. So loophole still counts. Everybody's
counts.
sleeping on bamboo.
That everyone's wanted a jacket that could double as a mattress.
Yeah, bamboo sheets. Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't think I would make it well in Survivor. I would always The Amazing Race was always the one that looked fun to me.
Oh yeah,
That would be fun.
Which
don't have to
which
eat
race do you
bugs.
think would win?
Danish obviously is always like when you go to Vegas and you bet on it. Danish always has the best odds.
Right.
But something about Cornish lately.
Cornish.
I'm like, maybe it's their
They've been
season.
making a push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cornish.
I guess it kind of depends on what kind of events they choose that year and whatnot.
Outdoor, indoor, but
Right.
yeah, Amazing Race. Good show.
Right.
They always made it seem like it came down to a foot race. Like I'm pretty sure these people are finishing 12 hours apart from each other. But yeah,
That
have
was
them
a
run
lot
at the
of-
end
right.
to the rug.
If it ended like that, Kenya would they'd take it every year.
Yeah, they'd be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
But man, what a good show. The 2000s were just great because we had really good reality shows. American
Yep.
Idol, Survivor, Amazing Race. And then you had Wife Swap,
Wife swap,
which is
dude.
crazy.
That was
like
great.
just as popular, but terrible, just awful.
Great show.
Yeah.
Oh, it is kind of funny. My family liked watching it, and they somehow pulled it off where it was like touching. They're like, see,
The marriage is better
It's-
now that he slept with her.
yeah, see, when you didn't know what you had till you're gone, and we ran into some other woman who, she also kind of sucked.
Oh, they
And
would
you
just
all suck, so you should just all be happy that none of this is easy, and I hope you'll swap with others.
This is just the start of your swapping.
Yeah, I'm glad we've enlightened you.
Yeah.
Very bizarre.
I don't remember watching that show too much, but I remember every mother was a crazy person.
Remember Undercover Boss?
Oh yeah, my dad loves that
we
show.
loved Undercover Boss. So touching. Be like, oh, I'm the CEO, but I don't know how to. I'm not very good at bagging the groceries.
And none of my dumb employees know what a fake mustache looks like.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to him.
Yeah.
That's what the show should have been called.
Right.
No one who works minimum wage has ever seen a fake mustache
Are you smarter
before.
than a fifth grader? You put them on there and be like, is this your boss? They're like, no, that's Gerald. I met him today. And they just peel it off. They're like,
Oh, I didn't know you could peel them off. Oh, okay.
I did love it. Was a cute show, but it was great. They tracked down some hardworking employee, and then they'd really ramp up like, this guy's a CEO. Clearly, he's a smart guy. And be like, see how hard it is to install the light bulbs?
It's like, huh. Turns out my employees do work hard. I had no idea.
I had no idea.
This
I
is
thought
crazy.
This is wild.
I thought when you said worked in IT, I thought you were saying it. I didn't know they were actual people.
Right.
That's okay. So these are actual humans.
No
I thought you
way.
were saying it.
They do undercover boss in the future. He's just interacting with AI. They're like, we will take over the company.
He's like,
It's
rips
me,
it off.
though.
It's me.
We already knew. We have your accounts locked up, encrypted with new passwords. I'm the captain now.
I would like to see
Tom Hanks is great. Ha
Captain Phillips. Pretty underrated.
Yeah. Those Navy SEALs sure can shoot accurately, but not as accurately as me. 3, 2.
I would
That'll
like
be
to
weird.
see a raw, unedited version of Undercover Boss where the first 5 employees, they like, hey, this person takes out the trash. Maybe they could be the person we highlight. And they are just like, yeah, that's the CEO. So why is he taking out the trash? Like, that's one guy. Then another person is just like this awful person to work with.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they hate their job. Dang.
Yeah.
This is actually taking a while to find someone who loves their minimum wage job.
Right.
This is
It's
taking
taken
a full
someone a while.
season to complete.
I don't want to call out the CEO, and I'm pretty sure he tried to do a wife swap with me. And it was very offensive.
I think he used to email John Gruden some stuff.
Yeah.
He accidentally CC'd me one time. My name is John, so I saw some stuff.
So I saw it. He did a reply all. It was a nightmare.
Reply all. I've been on the receiving end of like, I wasn't supposed to see this. Just not going to look at it. Not even going to look at
You have?
Nothing. Like, I don't even know what's bad, but it's like clearly I wasn't like,
Right.
that went out to everyone. I hate
Remember
seeing stuff like
back,
that.
it's kind of impossible these days, but not impossible, but back then it was way more common to do like accidentally texted this person the wrong thing or that.
Yeah, it's been a while, but it's terrifying.
I have last time I did it was I have a annual, the Recties now, I have an annual Vegas trip with my college best friends.
Yep.
So I text the 15 of them, excuse me, and one's name is Zane.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a newfound friend named Zane. I'm pretty sure I haven't told the story. Have you heard? Have I told you?
No, I don't think
It's
so.
amazing.
I just find myself always being confused because up until like a few months ago, I didn't know these were 2 different people.
2 different.
I thought you were
So-
one Zane guy.
So I send this whole group text with all the friends, and I'm like, it was the bachelor party version of my trip. So I'm
Yeah.
like, hey y'all, for Vegas this year, it's gonna just double as my bachelor party. I mean, I wish you could all be my wedding, but there's too many of you.
Mm.
And I love you guys so much, and like it was very heartfelt like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Let's have a great time. And I kind of start to get a few responses like, can't wait, sounds good, make it sounds good. And Zane says something like, yeah, stoked. And then I get a text on the side from 2 or 3 different people like, hey, what's that number I don't have? I just want to make sure. I'm like, you should have. We're all best buds.
We're
Like,
all.
you should have everyone's number. And I go to look, and I realize I've texted the Zane I've known for 3 months instead of my like college buddy.
Yeah.
And he was one of the nice ones who responded like, sounds good, man.
Dude, of course.
So I know he's got to be thinking like, yo, this guy is.
He latches on fast.
Yeah, my God, I literally get a text like, you'd stand next to me on wedding day if I could do it, man. I love you.
He's
And
like, man,
so
he's
I-
throwing me in. I don't know any of these guys.
So I just have to straight up text him like, dude, I know a couple of Zanes, and I'm sorry, you're uninvited, but have a great day, and I'm sorry.
But it's cool that you and the guy from One Direction have the same name.
Mm-hmm.
So
That is a cool name.
feel confident in that.
And yeah, it's been an all-time story. So that was very, very awkward and bizarre. He was like, yeah. I was like, wow, this guy's really wants to be friends.
And speaking of Vegas and that same annual trip, I was a little thrown off recently as well, talking to your friends. Except not with the Zane thing, but turns out there's a hotel in Vegas that goes by the same name as one of the more famous venues in all of the world.
Red Rock. Yeah, we're playing Red Rock Casino in Vegas, and they're all like, "You excited for Red Rocks, man?"
Like
Red
asking me,
Rocks.
it's like, dude, Trey was telling us like you guys are going to Red Rocks. I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, really? I think Trey would have mentioned this to
Yeah.
me that we're doing.
Yeah, the other comedian Lucas was like, "You're doing Red Rocks?" I'm like, no,
Like,
Red
this
Rock.
Is
It is
crazy.
called Red Rock Casino.
Yeah. I was like, I had no idea. Will Zane be there?
Yeah,
Any of them?
That's great. Okay, well, we need to wrap it up. We got to go shoot content.
Woo!
And we appreciate y'all listening. Get your tickets to all the shows and the new shows.
Yes.
Set your reminders for Friday, and we will talk to you next week.
One last thing. You don't need to bring me oatmeal cream pies anymore.
Okay.
I'm good on that.
We're overdoing the cream pies.
I've got plenty of OCPs. Appreciate those of you who brought them. I
Bring
got
him.
a lifetime
Yep.
supply.
He's good. So please bring him Twinkies and Swiss rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Next time. Peace.
See ya.
Correct opinion.